Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? It is Saturday morning at not our normal airing time here for 8-Bits, but thank you for joining us. This is our 4th episode, version 0.4. I'm djWHEAT, joined as always by JP. And once again, it is a pleasure to do the show, JP, to finally, break free from some of the content that people normally hear us talking about and talk about something that kind of brought us here in the first place. And that, of course, is gaming. We've got 8 topics this week, but what's up, man? How are you? How are you doing?
I don't think I've recovered yet from MLG, man. I'm still sleeping a shit ton.
Yeah. Well, I think it's appropriate to ask, like, how was the 4th, dude? Like, did you go crazy? Did you
what did I do on the 4th?
Did you blow stuff up? Did you?
No, I didn't do anything crazy. I'm trying to think. I think that's when I started watching the Matrix trilogy, which is what I was talking to you about. They did a huge fireworks thing. This is my first year being in Plano on the 4th, and apparently they blow a bunch of shit up in Dallas, and I got to see all this like right off the side. Yeah, like I just literally opened my window and kind of moved the monitors down and just sat back and watched the fireworks. It was a great scene outside my backyard.
Nice.
Other than that, I didn't do much, man.
Yeah, well, I had in fact, some of the folks in the chat may know that a good buddy named Fat Baby, we call him Fat Baby, he actually came out, and it was the first time that he had ever sort of experienced fireworks where you can actually get fireworks. He's like, oh yeah, I've set off some flowers and throwing some pops around and some different stuff like that. But, he was kind of blown away by the amount of shit going on, like, all the time. Like, this is kind of crazy. Anyway, had a blast. We also had fun. I've got to make a video. Every year we do something called Tank Wars.
Yeah.
Where we basically just, like, pile a bunch of, shit together and all the little firework tanks, JP, and then it just goes nuts. And this year I used the HD camera to film, and it turned out really amazing. So I had fun. This 4th.
Cool.
But as always, fuck fireworks, man. Let's talk about video games. What have you been playing, JP? How's this week been, man?
I've been playing a ton of shit. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going through that stage of any gamer's month, maybe couple months, where you're not comfortable playing any singular game, so you just play a shit ton of games, and then you hope that like one, at least this is how it is for me, you hope that one like finally latches onto you, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. So I guess we can start way back when, prior to MLG, where I picked up a 3DS.
Yeah, you got sucked in. We talked a little bit about that. I think, like you were saying in the last show we did.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, like I'm getting the 3DS. I'm gonna get it, and you did.
Yeah, so I went and got it. I think actually, we did it. We did that show Friday. I picked it up Saturday evening. And when I first got it, I bought Fire Emblem. About an hour after I bought it, I bought Animal Crossing. Next day, my friend went and bought a PSP. My roommate went and bought a PSP, so I bought Mario 3D Land. And then while I was at MLG, Amazon had a bunch of sales, so I went and bought Luigi's Dark Moon. I haven't played a single game for more than 3 hours, like
you've got that major like gamer ADD going on right now.
No, it's bad. It's real bad.
So did you get an XL?
I did, and I'm so thankful that I did. I have
man, they're sexy. They're sexy.
I have a
as hell,
DSi, and it's just the normal size, and my hands I have giant fucking man hands. They would cramp the shit. Just like after 2 hours of playing, I didn't want to play anymore. So I'm so happy that I got the 3DS XL. Let's talk about Animal Crossing week, because I spent 5-6 hours. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in that game. I don't know why. Like, I wake up every morning, I'm like, I should probably check what's going on. And actually, no, I'm not going to check what's going on in this game. Like, and I haven't logged in like 2 days, and I feel like I'm going to go back to my town. It's just going to be dead.
JP, look, I just went to the Animal Crossing homepage on the Nintendo site, and I think this quote from IGN, who gave it a 9.6 out of 10, pretty much says it all.
Yeah.
New Leaf is truly a magical game. And actually, I misquoted him. It's New Leaf is a truly magical game. But I feel like my inflection gave it a little bit more personality. So it's a magical game, JP. You don't know what you're doing. It keeps bringing you back. It's electronic crack, isn't it?
I don't know what...
You finally experienced it.
There was someone on Twitter, I forget who it was, but they were just like, explain to me in 140 characters what Animal Crossing is. And I was like reading the tweets that people sent back to him, and none of them actually said what Animal Crossing is. And I don't know if I could do it either. But I still don't understand, like, I haven't gone full Animal Crossing fiend yet and, like, opened up the wiki and, like, learned how to do every single thing.
Yeah, all the crazy stuff, yeah.
And I don't know if I want to yet. I don't know if I'm there. I'm not... I wouldn't say that I'm enjoying Animal Crossing. It's more just I'm experiencing Animal Crossing at this point. I will say Fire Emblem Awakening, though, is a sick game.
Fire Emblem's always been sick, so I'm not surprised.
It's a great game. It's really, really hard. I'm playing on the hardest setting with the classic mode, so it's kind of like XCOM, where if you lose someone, they're dead forever.
Right.
And so, like, I lost my healer the other night, and...
Is it game over?
That kind of sucks, because, like, every fight I get into, it's like, oh, that person's... Oh, no, oh, no, he died. Oh, God. Let's just hit the power button, because we're not going to progress forward in this game anymore. Mario 3D Land's great in terms of a Mario game. It's fun. Pop in, pop out. I mean, it's Mario game. Like, that's all you can expect. And then, I don't know why I bought Luigi's Dark Moon Wheat.
What is Luigi's Dark Moon? Wait, is it like a full game, or...
I love my webcam freeze, by the way.
Yeah, your webcam freeze was...
I'm not actually going to fix that.
It's just got to fix itself.
It's got to fix. Nature will find a way. So Luigi's Dark Moon is like a...
find it, man.
You go around and like suck in Ghost into this vacuum cleaner. Yeah. It's kind of like a puzzle game, kind of.
I found it. Yeah.
I played the first level.
Kind of like a puzzle game, kind of.
Yeah. It's a weird game, man. It's a weird game. I don't know. You can kind of see right there on the screen. So it's got like a big... Each level is a pretty big map. You can go into each room. Different things unlock. It's kind of got like a Metroidvania feel in that, but the action is nowhere near a Metroidvania. So you like suck in the ghost. That there's different objectives.
Is this the outfit you use? Oh, this is multiplayer.
Is it the pink one?
The pink one.
Oh no, I haven't seen the pink one. I didn't even know there was a multiplayer. No. Apparently,
spoilers.
Yeah, people are telling me that that's the on Twitter telling me that's the best part of the game. So.
Did you download these, by the way?
So I downloaded everything except Fire Emblem, and I was going to download Luigi's Mansion, but when we were at MLG, do you remember when I leaned over to you and I said, "Wheat, all of these 3DS XL games are on sale," and you're like, "Dude, that's crazy."
Yes, that's when you bought them instantly.
It's like, guys, all right, let's just order that. Just one click ordering, man. Amazon got me. They got me to get Luigi's Dark Mansion for like $26.
You got sucked in, JP.
I got sucked in. I got
sucked in. That's the exact face you were making too when you were doing
yeah.
It. Like, yeah, I can't.
As I was buying it, I made that face. I was like, really? Am I really about to do this? Am I really about to do this? So yeah, 3DS. I got to get out of that mentality of when you purchase a game or a system, like, I think, well, is this a good game to stream? Will this be cool if I stream this? And then with 3DS, it's like, God, I really want to play Fire Emblem. I should stream. Wait,
God, why? So, there's that 3DS like out. Let me see if I could find the webpage.
Yeah.
3DS
it's like 430 though. I think.
TV out mod.
The mod's pretty expensive. Here, I'm gonna fix my cam.
Okay. We'll go to this way. So yeah, it like you can. It literally adds a whole new piece, from what I've seen, to your 3DS. Or.
So I know that the one that you can order from Taiwan or whatever like comes built in. They like solder a chip inside the system.
Yeah.
And then like cut a little port for it.
Here's the one that I've seen. Oops. It seems to be popular. So like, there's a little the bottom of it. Oh, it says not 3DS XL yet.
Yeah, it doesn't. It only works for the regular 3DS. I remember seeing that.
Well, that's a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah. Well, the capture looks pretty good.
The capture's supposed to be phenomenal. And it gets both screens, too, which, of course, is cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, if they report that to 3DS XL, I'll definitely be in on that.
Yeah, one day.
So, yeah, 3DS, right now, I guess it was a good buy. I'm still excited for games that are coming out for it, so we'll see. As we journey further into JP's ADD gaming, I purchased The Walking Dead 400 Days DLC, $5 for about an hour and 30 minutes of content. Literally, that's all there is an hour and 30 minutes worth. But it was still good. I mean, it introduced basically what the DLC is serving as is a link from Season 1 to Season 2. All the Season 2 characters, from what I can gather, were introduced. And you kind of got a little backstory on them all. So if you're into that type of thing and you got $5 to spare, it's worth about an hour and 20, hour and 30 minutes of gameplay. And it was fun. There's not much exploration. It's just kind of like strictly storyline, and you get to make some decisions in the game.
I bought it, but I haven't played it yet. Without like giving me any spoilers, do you see how playing in a different order can like completely change sort of the story?
Oh, I don't actually know. I don't, because I chose in whatever order I chose in, but I didn't go back and play it a second time.
Okay.
To, like,
I guess because what they were talking about is they said, they said that if you kind of choose whatever order, that you can sort of have these Pulp Fiction-esque unravelings in the game. Yeah,
because I definitely there are some like crossovers in between.
Okay, maybe
each
that's
character.
just what they're talking about. More like where it's just sort of like paths cross.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that might be what it is. But it was good. I mean, it was a Walking Dead game, so you know what you're getting into when you pick that up. The other day I started playing Diablo 3 for some reason. I don't know. I just opened up. I had a hardcore character there and got him to Act 2, beat the Butcher, or whatever his name is, in Act 1. And I think Total Biscuit, or it was either him or someone else was tweeting that I should play the Mighty Quest for Epic Loot, which is that Ubisoft free-to-play game that was released, that was announced at E3. And I was like really surprised, man.
You played it?
It's pretty good.
What is this? I've actually never heard of this.
You have to buy into it now. It's $10 to buy into the closed beta. There is
it says enlist in beta for free.
Yeah, well,
enlist.
Eventually they'll send you a. Eventually you'll try to get in, but they have like a free thing going over the 4th. I have a video up on my YouTube if you want to see like straight up gameplay. But it's good.
If I show it, will you claim the video?
Yeah, I'll claim the video on myself just because.
So what makes it good, JP?
What makes it good is that it's unique.
Okay, how so?
It's unique in the sense that so each person gets their own castle, right?
I do. I think I'm seeing that right now.
And you can design your own castle. You can put in whatever monsters you want. You have to buy the monsters, though. So that takes one of the resources, the gold. And the life force, I think, is one of the other ones. There's a bunch of currencies in the game. But yeah, so you build your castle, and then you put in all your monsters, and then you can have anyone in the world, and they'll just pop up randomly, or you can like have them on your friends list, and they can run through your castle and try to defeat kind of like the dungeon crawler of your castle, get gold, and then leave your castle. Then when you're done with that, or when they're done with that, you can watch their replay of anyone that's gone in your castle and like see how they did. Huh. So like, for example, Total Biscuit was quite high level when I was playing. He was like 12 and my character was like 6. So he would run my castle and just like utterly destroy it, get all the gold at the end, and then just like talk shit in a little comment box, rate the castle, and then I could watch the replay of that, which is pretty cool, right? Like, it's cool to see your friends. And they have challenges in the game where you can say like, I bet, and it's literally, I bet with a blank box, you click like up to 1,500 gold, that you cannot defeat X within 1 hour to 48 or to 2 weeks or something like that. and then send, and it sends the challenge over. Then you can have all those with your friends, and it just seems like a really cool idea. And the fact that it's going to be free to play eventually.
So is there
cool.
also a random dungeon element to it as well?
So
like,
aside
or
from
is
that,
it always okay.
there when you go to
I
at the
can
top
name
of the
my
screen,
monsters, by the way, because if I can name my own
think-
monsters, then I'm buying this shit like now.
I don't think you can name your monsters
What?
actually.
Well, this guy's monster's name. He's got a guy named Derp. I was hoping.
No, that's just the level one zombie, man. That's the other thing too, is the game has a lot of character in it. It makes it's just a funny game. It has a lot of
JP, do you realize how amazing that would be if you could name your? I suppose that would be.
yeah. So like
to
Pete
all
Proudmore, which is just on your screen, is like a giant boss mob that you can put into your dungeon, which is pretty cool.
This game sounds really cool.
It's cool. So
what's the? What? Go ahead.
I was just going to explain when you at the top of the screen when you're like starting out, there's attack and defend. If you hit attack, it opens up into this kind of overworld, and each overworld is done by like level ranking. So it's like 1 through 5,
All right.
5
Yeah,
through
sure.
11, et cetera, et cetera. And when you go in there, Ubisoft has like official levels, but it also incorporates players into that world, and they're just constantly cycled through. So you always have like new levels. So if you kind of think about the end game is whatever the player base decides it to be, right? Like I assume there's going to be
That was going to be my question about the end game. So
yeah, there's going to be like the end all best castle, maybe, and the best like creatures that you can buy, the best bosses, the hardest bosses. But I feel like there's so many different ways to like combine all of that stuff when it comes to I think there's like 30 different enemies that you can buy. There's a ton of different traps. You can change your entire castle layout to whatever you want. You're restricted by how many rooms you can have, according to how
really
much
cool. I mean, you pretty
time
much
you put
sold
into
me.
it. But it was really cool, man.
You said
like,
you could buy into it, by the way.
yeah, it's $10 to buy into the beta, and you get
This is the 00 program.
yeah, you get a couple of extra things. You can't get the wizard though unless you buy the $40 one, which is kind of silly. But whatever. Like you still get the archer and the warrior or the knight or something
Yeah.
like that.
Interesting.
It was good. I liked it. I guess I'll buy into that later today probably.
Word.
I don't need any more games to play. Let's just talk about more games I played. Resident Evil
Let's do
6
it.
co-op. Why am I playing Resident Evil 6 co-op?
Why are you playing Resident
Or
Evil
why am I
6
playing
co-op?
Resident Evil 6?
Again? Why are you doing
I don't know. I was just like, hey, we should play Resident Evil 6 co-op with my friend. They're like, all right, you can buy it. I'm like, god damn it. So I had a bunch of Game Fan Shop credits saved up. So it's a terrible game, like it's a bad game. It's the worst.
I don't
Resident
know.
Evil ever.
I don't feel sorry for you, I guess.
Yeah, it's just God, what they messed that game up so bad. If I was playing it single player, I wouldn't have made it past the first level. I would have just raged constantly. But you can kind of game the game.
I
and
co-opted with Force through a few levels,
Yeah.
and we hit some like bullshit. Some like
Did you hit
real
the
cheap.
graveyard?
I don't know. It was probably like 3 levels in the game, but it was enough where when I realized where we had to go back, like how much we had to backtrack, I was like, that was all for me. I'm done now.
Did you have to go and find the dog with the key to get into the church? Is that what you're referencing?
I honestly, I don't know, man, because that game is fucking it's forgettable. It's not unforgettable. It's very forgettable.
It's
The only thing unforgettable about it is just how forgettable it is. It's like a piece of shit. Like, God, how
I don't know how they fucked it up.
how they fuck all that shit up, man. Like, I don't know.
And I've played Resident Evil 5 co-op as well prior to this, but I guess I'll keep playing that down the road. And then last night, one of my fans gifted me Deadpool, which I had been mildly interested in.
And
Took an hour. I will
Download.
never play that game again.
What?
I will
Really?
never play that game again.
Wow.
I set my so before I even go into it, the humor and whatnot is is very like silly. It's very Deadpool. It's very
It's
like
supposed
breaking
to be,
the fourth
yeah,
wall.
yeah.
That's just how it is. Like, there's a lot of crude humor in there. There's a lot of like sexist comments that he makes. Like everything is just bananas, right?
Like
I
how
set the game.
Deadpool should be.
How yeah, and that part of it was fine. Like that's why I was interested in the game is I wanted to see like how far they would go. So I set the game on the hardest difficulty. I didn't know that if you set that game on the hardest difficulty, that you can actually die in like half a second from full HP. When you just turn a corner and like some guy with a machine gun in the opening level can shoot you twice and you are dead. And that is why I stopped playing the game because you can't change the difficulty.
What?
You can't change the difficulty once you start, as far as I know.
Well, just start the game over. I don't understand.
Well, I was like an hour and a half in, and I spent like 30 minutes in his room doing all these stupid things so you could get the little achievement. I don't know. I might like put it on the easiest setting and like play through it because I want to see like they've got like Cable in it, man. Cable's awesome.
Yeah, they got a lot of. Well, there's Wolverine right
There's
there.
a ton of like fanfare in it, but I don't know, man.
Dude, that's really sad. Well, I mean, it's even more sad to hear because it's like you fucked up, JP.
I did fuck up.
You kind of fucked up.
Look, I wasn't expecting.
I thought you were going to be like, oh my god, the game crashed 30 times while I was trying to play
I
it.
didn't have any issues like that. It ran fine.
I mean, the graphics look incredible, actually.
Graphics were all right. Yeah, they're not.
Okay. Let me scale back incredible. For I thought it was going to look like shit.
Yeah.
And it looks decent.
But yeah, so the one point that got me to quit the game. There's a helicopter, right? You're at the top of this tower. You're at the top of I think it's the High Moon is the developers or something like that. The plot of the game is that Deadpool's getting a game made about him, and then he goes and like threatens the High Moon CEO, and like stuff happens, right? And there's a helicopter at the end of this tower, and the helicopter, if you're not behind a wall and I don't know what the attack thing was, it just killed me in like half a second. I was just in the middle of fighting, all of a sudden like you hear helicopter rounds go off, and then you just die immediately. No warning, nothing. And I was just like, fuck this game. I just
Wow.
And that was the last game I played last night. And then I finished the Matrix trilogy. So
Nice.
I might go back and revisit it. I might just put it on easy and like breeze through the game because the combat was pretty fun. There's a lot of like character upgrades and stuff. There's like a billion weapons that you can buy, but it was just too damn hard.
All right. Well, I hope you revisit it and tell me that it's actually really good. I think I'm still going to probably play that one anyway.
Okay.
But especially if it gets like, well, if it gets summer sale, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But
oh yeah, I'm sure.
So my gameplay since we last talked, of course, I finished The Last of Us. I did manage to play every single hour of that game in like nighttime, JP, which I was pretty happy about because it definitely.
You did it?
Oh yeah, man! Like I mean, full. Like I would just crank up the receiver and it would be dark, and that's definitely the way to play it. Like number of little girl screams, definitely in the teens. Good stuff. We're going to talk more about that at the end of the show. Full spoilers, we'll give you warning. Have finally been revisiting Ni no Kuni.
Oh, I love that game.
Mostly, yeah, and mostly due to having a little bit more time, but also mini-wheat like, when are we going to finish Ni no Kuni? Like, when are we going to finish Ni? It's like, okay, let's play it. So,
how far are you in the game?
I mean, not far, JP. We're talking like hours, right? Like
that was a good like 40 or 45-hour game.
Yeah, yeah. And what I'm really hoping to do is just kind of like get mini-wheat to grind a little bit.
Oh yeah, you got to grind in that game,
yeah.
man. What are you in the desert area?
We just got past the Cat King.
Also, can I just say the CG in that game is incredible. Like the little cutscenes, it's just awesome.
All of it.
That entire
really
game was. I loved playing every bit of that game.
Like the moment my kid sees it, is just his eyes, just like so.
Yeah.
Which actually, I'll jump ahead. He did the exact same thing when I started playing this yesterday, but you know, I was convinced the summer sale was going to start on the 4th. Haha, silly me. For Steam, it didn't. But Final Fantasy VII got released, and at first I was like, "Yeah, what the fuck ever? Who cares?" And then I actually saw like how high res the models are, and the whole backgrounds are still the old shitty backgrounds. Like
yeah, they look pretty bad.
But there's just something about the game, and I have not played it in years, JP. So I played it, and instantly Mini-Wheat's like,
What is that?
what's this? And so we like went through Final Fantasy. Well, what are they up to? Final Fantasy 15. Well, why haven't you played Final Fantasy 14? I'm like, I had to explain it to him and all this stuff, but he was into it. I got to say though, I actually had to log in with my fucking Facebook to play this game. Like,
I saw that. What is
like what the fuck?
kind of weird.
Like, yeah, man, I don't know. It wants to like post on my behalf. Like every single time, it's like, oh, Wheat killed a Tonberry. Fucking right on. Like this shit. Like, no, you cannot do that. It's like, oh, Wheat linked a materia. Fuck yeah. It's like, no.
Square Enix, man.
Stop
Square
it.
fucking Enix.
Like it does not. It does not fucking matter. But here is the best part, JP.
Yeah. What's that?
This is amazing.
I'm excited.
The load times are negative, like negative load times.
They're instant?
Oh my fucking god, dude! Random battles are the best. Like grinding this game is not even grinding, because you just go in and you're just like bah, 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 pounding everybody. Like it spins. It doesn't like spin and then wait and then load the battlefield and then after it's over, like give you that. Oh my god, JP, it's glorious. And so I guarantee you,
I gotta buy Final
Fantasy 7 will it will only take 20 hours because you cut out most of the time you spent waiting for that shit to load. Like you guys fucking remember Knights of the Round, the GF? It actually took like 59 seconds to load, and then you watched it, and then I had to load everything back in. So it's amazing. It is awesome that you're just like, I was just, Fat Baby was over here and she's like, how is it? I'm like, Fat Baby, it's incredible. Because A, I'm playing it in 1080, 4x3, it's squished. And like all of anything that's in battle is just incredible.
You can play it at 16 by 9, but it's stretched, right?
Yeah, it's stretched.
Okay.
And then the load times, they're fucking incredible. So
man,
I know, it's awesome. And so the other two things, so Magic 2014 came out. God damn, I love those games. They're really good. And they added a couple things. I'll talk a little bit more about it during mobile section. But it's not just a reskin and a new year put behind it. They made a lot of changes that people asked for, and so it's pretty sweet. And I'll talk a little bit about it. The other game I'm going to talk about during the mobile stuff is Ingress. Have you heard about this shit?
I haven't heard a single word about this.
Oh my god, dude! So Ingress is I'll bring up the webpage right now. So Ingress is it's by Niantic Labs, which is a part of Google, but it's this like augmented reality game where all around you there are these portals, and you are on you like choose to either be on the Resistance or the Enlightened. And these portals are like locations in the real world. And then you like hack the locations, and you get like different items. And the whole point of the game, and I'm going to log in here so you can see the map, but the whole point of the game is to just like triangulate sections and take over like entire parts of the world. And it just is kind of a cool use of technology. I don't know what the point.
It's got that Animal Crossing effect.
Yeah. Why? Wait, I thought I could log into the.
Wait, is this one of those games where I actually have to like go outside?
You actually have to go outside.
Nope, I will never play Ingress. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I do have this on iOS too, but it's a beta app. It's like an open source app. I think they're working on an official one. The Android app is fucking sweet. It is like really awesome. I hope the iOS app is.
Wait, are you like walking around with your iPad like outside? And you're just like doing this type of.
Well, my iPhone, yes, but.
Oh god.
I don't Man, I thought there was a web login for it. Is anyone else playing Ingress that knows the web? What? No? Fuck, man.
I think it's just you, man. I think you're the only person.
Really?
Is it free? What? How much does it cost?
I swear to God, I logged into it. It's free. It's like it's in beta right now.
Can I pay to win? Can I pay to like go out,
No.
not go outside? Damn it.
No. Okay.
Never
Oh, there it is. Thank you. Thank you. Jofus hooked it up. There we go. It's /Intel.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. So I'll show this because this is kind of badass. Do I have any invites? No, I have no invites. I'll try to get some so I can get some people on this shit. So, like, you see the whole world map, and like I will log into where I was yesterday, which was in Omaha, and I went to the zoo, which had a fucking crazy amount of portals. Because it's a zoo.
Sure, yeah.
You know, like all the...
Yeah, the lions and giraffes, they build portals all the time.
Where the fuck is it? It's over here somewhere. That's 480.
Jesus, you can like zoom in. Did they like take up Google Streets and just take everything?
Yeah,
from
because
that?
it's Google's.
Yeah,
it's Google's
yeah.
thing.
That's pretty.
The fuck is I-80, man?
It's kind of cool.
Where's my fucking? There we go.
You're like show where you live on accident.
I probably already see. I don't care. All right, here we go. This is where all this shit is. So like these were all the portals that I was like doing yesterday, but then you like link them together. Let's see. And so see you can like take pictures of them. So that you can identify them. And I'm not really like that big into augmented reality shit. But the way that they implement this, and again, if you're on Android and you can get access to this, it's really, really freaking badass. Like the implementation of it is super sweet. So basically, what you're doing is you're trying to like you're trying to take over these resonators and these portals, and then you hack them and you fire little XMPs at them and take them over. And again, I don't know what the end is, but it's fucking awesome. And then you can make your own portals, JP. You know, like you can...
I'm like really intrigued. I don't want to go outside though. Wheat, it's hot. There's people out there, man.
I know.
Can you? What happens if you like? Does the game tell you if there's someone else around you doing this shit, so you can just go like beat them up?
Yeah,
just
yeah.
be like, if they're part
it
of the
doesn't
other,
identify them, but
faction.
it does sort of tell you that there's like other people in the area. And as you zoom out, you can just see the amount of portals.
If I ever saw someone from the other, I'd just go and like smash their phone on the ground.
Oh, they didn't. You could do it like, I know you're on the enlightened.
Yeah, just like completely crazy. It'd be awesome.
But like,
it'd be awesome.
Like the amount of portals that are, that's fucking crazy, man. Anyway.
Exactly. Lithium Electro gets it. I just carry a hammer and a phone and just go find.
I'm a professional Ingress player, bitch.
Yeah. Just smashing people's phones.
What is the point for those that are asking about Ingress? I have no idea. I don't know what the point is. But maybe someone who's played Ingress when we open up the phones later.
We'll call in, yeah.
We'll call in and be like, here it is. I'm a secret Ingress spy. Let me break it down for you. Let's actually start our bits, because that's everything. I've got 400 days, but I haven't started it yet, so I'll be starting that soon.
I know we've spent 40 minutes talking about our stupid games, but Cube World, are you going to try that? If you
oh
buy
my
Cube
God,
World, I want to play Cube World.
No, JP, it's not like if I buy it. It's the fact that the fucking servers have been getting owned, so they aren't letting people buy it right now. So I want to play the shit out of it. It looks so cool, and I know my kid...
a lot of streams, and I was just like, "What? That actually looks really cool."
You know, what was the?
People are saying the servers are up, but you can't buy it.
The servers are up, but it's like a crapshoot whether or not you can even make an account on the site, which is Picoroma.
Sure, yeah.
Picoroma. And then buy Cube World /buy Cube World. But the store is currently disabled, which is just a bunch of horse shit, man.
Well, good for them. I'm glad. I know it's like, isn't it like a wife or a husband and wife development team, and that's it?
Dude, husband, wife, fucking kid, dog, squirrel, orangutan, I don't know, but the game looks awesome.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of streams on it, and
it's really cool.
It's one of those games on my ADD radar right now.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, maybe I'll get it. All right, let's start with the beat.
Let's do it. It is summer sale time. Like I mentioned earlier, JP, there was some rumors or rumblings that maybe July 4th it would happen, but the clock hit, the normal time when that stuff activates, not shit. So that means that it is probably going to be on the 11th for Steam.
We're doing this. I did this last year.
What?
Where it's like,
and then it never happened.
When is that summer sale starting? It's gonna start tomorrow, guys, and it didn't happen. Next week, guys. We'll see you next week. See you next week. Like constantly refreshing in the R Gaming thread.
Yes, and we haven't heard about it yet. So, shit. But Xbox has theirs going on right now.
Yeah.
And
have you bought anything through it?
Fuck no, man. I mean,
haven't
honestly, dude, between Steam and all the free stuff that I keep downloading with my PS Plus,
yeah,
I don't know. Like, where's the page that shows all the awesome deals?
They've put out some decent deals. I think you can get at one point Tomb Raider was up for like 15 or 10. It's so weird. It's just weird to see Microsoft doing that. Like, I guess my brain just doesn't incorporate Xbox Live and sales into one thing, so it's really weird when I see that it like doesn't compute. But I don't think I'll ever buy a game, and maybe I will. But all the games they put on sale are not that interesting. I might actually buy Rockstar Table Tennis for $3, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, any of the Lego games are pretty amazing. Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes for $10 is great. But you know what's funny is that the Steam summer sale will happen, and there'll be a fucking Lego bundle, and it will be $2, and you'll get like 20 games for $2. And that's the reason why, you know, like, I really commend Microsoft for doing this, because I think based off of the success of other summer sales, JP, it makes sense. If the Xbox is the only system that I'm buying on, I don't have a PC at home, I don't get to, you know, this is probably great for a lot of people.
Perfect Dark Zero for $3?
Yeah, and there's a lot of $5 games. I think that's where, you know, people are really going to benefit from it.
Wasn't Perfect Dark Zero was a launch game, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Shouldn't that be like 25 cents? I mean, I guess they got to make something.
Probably,
from it, right?
it probably should be. You're right. It really probably should be.
Yeah, most of those games I can just buy on the PC and have a better experience. So I'll probably just buy them on the PC.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I'm excited for the Steam summer sale. There's been some really good PlayStation Plus free downloads. I'm glad that Microsoft's doing this. I'm really not. I'm not going to be jumping all over it. I'm waiting for Steam.
Yeah, it kind of sucks for everyone else, because Steam is that's what everyone waits for in the summer, right? That's what everyone's waiting for, because there's not that many big titles coming out now, at least not till like August, I believe. So everyone's just going to splurge on the Steam sale, and they probably won't even touch the Microsoft. Or is Sony doing anything? Sony just gives away free games.
Well, Sony, of course, does give away free games with the PlayStation Plus. Here's their Summer Blast 2013. Some of the, I mean, $5 for Mortal Kombat. Batman Arkham Asylum's $5 to get.
Well, it's $10, but it's $5 if you have PlayStation
I'm sorry.
Plus. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's all gold because you should be a member anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
exactly.
Similar.
Ratchet and Clank collection.
What's this one?
For $7.50, what comes in that? Is that like Ratchet and Clank 1 and 2? We don't look at the Lord of the Rings nonsense.
It's for Vita, dude. Fuck off, man. Yeah, it's got Ratchet and Clank Going Commando and Up Your Arsenal.
That's a really good. Okay.
That's hella good.
That's really good. Definitely pick that up.
What do you mean? I'm going back to this shit, man. What is it?
Fucking Lord of the Rings.
Play through the most exciting parts. I want to see a picture of it, though. God darn it.
That's how they get you.
Freaking. And I don't know what's going on with the PlayStation Plus right now, but I think they kind of had a somewhat special month, I think.
It's always special at PlayStation. What are the free games?
Battlefield 3 was free.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
download?
Battlefield 3 is one, and then there's a What was the Vita game? I saw Metal Slug on there, which is what I was excited for. There's a Metal Slug game that's free this month.
Oh, Metal Slug Gazillion, Metal Slug Double X.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jet Set Radio, Oddworld Munch Odyssey HD.
That's good.
And Battlefield 3.
They're doing good over there. They're doing good. But yeah, the Steam sale is...
Steam sales where it's at.
I'm so happy that was not this week, because I would have just been buying every goddamn...
What do you really want to go on sale so that you can buy it?
I don't even know. That's the thing.
Okay,
like,
I know. I missed out last year. I want a Telltale. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to get like Back to the Future and Jurassic Park and all those. So I want a Telltale one.
What else?
I don't know.
See, you don't even know. See that's
I want a
what's so good
Telltale
about
one.
That's what's so awesome about Steam is like people don't even know what they want to buy, right? And then like the day one starts and you're like, shit, they've got Red Alert 1 through 18.
Yeah, I know.
For $1.50.
Exactly.
Fucking, I'm buying it, and then it sits in your Steam library for 2 years and you never touch it. I did that with Warhammer. I bought the entire Dawn of War Warhammer collection for $20. Now I've got like 10 games that I've never played in my Steam library because of that single purchase. The single purchase. Maybe I should play some of that today.
Here's where some of the BS... no, that one was proved to be... I was trying to see if there was anything else in there.
Trying to think if there's... You know, if Rogue Legacy goes on sale, I'd probably pick that up.
Yeah. I wonder if there'll be a lot of like indie stuff that goes up that'll be really
I'm sure there will.
So.
I'm sure there will.
Anyway, I'm super excited. Oh, I don't know. I was looking at last year's just to kind of get... I mean, you know, honestly, the Steam Summer Sale is the best for someone who's just starting their Steam account.
Yeah.
Because as summers continue, it's going to like be harder and harder, I think, for... Because the other thing is duplicates, right? That's like the only other shitty thing that sucks. It's like, oh, I already have 4 of the games in that 8-game bundle, but it's still good a price, so I'm going to go for it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they put on sale. I'm sure I'll buy a ton of stuff.
Can't really speculate any more than that, but goddamn it, when it happens, let's keep a tally this year, JP.
On what we actually buy?
How much did you spend?
All right,
on the summer sale?
That.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
Our second bit this week, you know, like this is one of those things that really makes me wish that I could just have the surveillance tapes from all the conference rooms, like pre-E3 JP and during E3 and post-E3. Microsoft's Don Mattrick is left. It's been announced he's left. He was then immediately rumored to be going to Zynga as the new CEO. This was not confirmed at the time, but is now true, and he is in the process of making that transition. So, you know, I read up a little bit, and, you know, one thing I guess I should say about this going forward is, you know, Don Mattrick, like, he exits at a really weird time. Like, that's the craziest thing about all this. Like, if
you
this
say
happened,
weird, I say terrible.
Okay, because, like, let's just pretend like this happened a year ago, right before the Xbox One is announced, when people looked at the numbers and said, you know, this was a $10 million installed console base when this guy joined, and now it's a 76 million console base.
Yeah.
I said dollar. I didn't know why I threw dollar in there, but
it's all
basically good. Console, right? So there's no doubt that he had a significant impact on some of the success from, you know, what he did, which is basically... He was technically like the interactive entertainment, which he covered a lot of stuff. But then the Xbox One is announced. Then they have all of the backlash. Then they revert, and then this happens. And all of a sudden, that timing, JP, makes it turn into what you said, like really, really terrible timing.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, what are your thoughts on sort of hearing this news? What you thought the impacts were going to be, and, you know, maybe we talk a little bit about how this will impact both companies.
Yeah. I don't think that what happened at E3 and what's happened so far with the Xbox One had any...
Agreed.
Had anything to do with him leaving. I think that he saw a good opportunity at Zynga. I mean, it was reported that he's getting about 50 million over the entire course of the deal or something like that.
Yeah, fucking crazy.
A ton of fucking stock from Zynga. And so I think he saw that and he was like, you know what? I'm tired of this internet shit. Let's go over to Zynga and see how this is going. And he joins Zynga, a company that has really kind of fallen as of late. With him joining, I think the stocks did go up a relatively large amount. But he joins kind of a company that, as of late, has not really been doing all that well. And I think, as far as I've read up, that this is something that he's actually pretty accustomed to. Like he's known for joining something that is not doing so well, then just like making it do really, really well. And so we'll see what happens with that. A lot of this is like business analytical discussion, which I'm not really I'm not someone to talk that much about.
Right.
I just thought it was interesting that he left when he did, but I don't think anything that happened had anything to do with why he left.
Yeah, I think it definitely comes down to timing. And of course it's everyone's first instinct to be like, oh shit, the Xbox One's so bad. He's like, eject button. And he just, totally goes off. I mean, imagine this, right? You've applied for jobs before, and you guys know that there's an application process, and then they call you on the phone. I'm like, okay, so that takes a while. Well, guess what? When you're going to be the fucking CEO of a company,
a 6-month deal,
right, it takes way longer than that. So, if anything, I could imagine Don up on stage during E3 like, fuck, man, thank God this will be the last time I got to do this, like, fucking it. Now, as far as Zynga, because if you look at his track record, first and foremost, I have to mention that, like, I played some of Don's games when I was, like, 11. If you guys have ever heard of Test Drive, these are games that he had a part in ports and getting sequels out, etc. So this is like some old school shit. Like, he has been in it for a long time. He worked at EA, where I believe he was like president of Worldwide Studios. That's when he then came to Microsoft. He founded several of the companies within that are now under EA as well. And now he goes to Zynga. So talking about that concept of it and going to Zynga, Zynga's a company that saw some wild success early on, success that was very hard to duplicate based off of what they did, but then found out they had to start exploring different avenues, have been making big pushes into the mobile market because that's where it kind of seems like they should be, because the Facebook market is sort of getting overshadowed by the mobile market, and that's why a lot of the Facebook market is getting implemented simultaneously with iOS and Android market. So I kind of think like it's a smart move, right? Because the mobile industry is fucking ridiculous, and Zynga actually does need some help. For a guy to come in, get a massive paycheck, investment into the company via stock, and also another opportunity to be like, look at me, I come in and I'm like Mr. Wolf of video games. Like, you need me to come in and clean your shit up. That's a pretty amazing thing to add to the resume. So
sure,
it's gonna be interesting. Now, just the flip side to talk about this really quick, JP, before we go on to the next bit, is that we've already got a replacement, which is interesting because it sounds like we're going to get a female's touch as now the manager of Microsoft's entire hardware division. And that is Julie Larson-Green, who I don't know that much about, but
she's been at Microsoft for 19 years. She oversaw the launch of Windows 7, which is what it is, and Windows 8, which is fucking terrible.
I don't think that Julie was programming it. She was probably I gotta market this fucking bullshit.
Probably. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, who knows what that actually means? Who knows what we'll see from her? Like, the thing is that everyone gets all crazy about this type of announcements, but not a single person can say what these two people will have their hand in at these companies, or what they'll actually like be doing specifically at these two companies, right? So
right, they
we'll just
don't
have to
change visions overnight. Like, it is management and decision making and spending and profits, and like there's a lot of shit that, you know, certainly Julie isn't going to come in and go, let's do We Fit for the Xbox. Yeah, so
yeah.
But it's noteworthy news, and so
Oh yeah, definitely.
there you go.
And it just sucks. Like, I'm sure Microsoft was like, really, Don? Right? Like, now you're gonna leave us now? Like, I know we've been talking about this for like 6 months, but please don't leave.
For the love of God,
Just go work for them silently. Don't make a big splash. And yeah. And that thing blew up obviously because like the whole E3 news, right?
Of course, it made it even more. So
yeah, it's interesting that even weeks after E3, we're still seeing stuff like this come out, where huge announcements that are still kind of rippling off of that event. So,
yep.
What's up with the next?
All right, Leah, let's do our next bit. Then we'll take our break. We'll finish things up.
Sure.
Next bit is actually x86 architecture, the impact. And JP, this is something that I think we're going to be talking a lot about as we go into 2014. And, you know, I mean, a lot of people will probably say, duh, right? Because we're all fucking PC users. I think it's safe to say that while we all love consoles and that we all love, like, a lot of people on Twitch are PC enthusiasts, although that's changing a lot with apps and whatnot. You know, a lot of people in esports are obviously PC enthusiasts, so, you know, this is kind of a no-brainer. But at the same time, like, to actually look at the impact that the announcements of the future consoles being, you know, x86 architecture, I think suddenly it is requiring companies to already be thinking about, do we have a PC presence? Yeah. And if not, how do we begin building one? And to me, this is fascinating, right? Because I'll be honest with you, I'm ready for my PS4 to be a place where I play Uncharted, watch Blu-ray movies, but most of my gaming is done here. You know, like, I want to play The Last of Us in an immersive setting, but right, that's like 5% of the gaming that I do overall, where I just kind of want to sit down, I want to have amazing graphics, maybe want to stream it, etc. So the reason I brought it up this week to talk about the impact was to just discuss briefly how companies are positioning themselves now to say, we support the PC market. And probably one of the most, like, I can't even believe that it came out. It's just sort of surprising that, hey, this is the company and this is the game that they're kind of choosing to do it. But it was announced that Bandai Namco is going to be bringing the Naruto IPs to PC. And, like, people might just be like, well, you know, who fucking cares? Actually, first off, they're amazing.
They're really
freaking amazing.
Good.
But to me, I don't even care that it's Naruto, blah, blah. To me, this is me seeing this company position themselves for what inevitably will be, I think, a really like boisterous PC industry. I think that PC is like gearing up to potentially be top dog, JP. I don't know. I could be talking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to obviously see like any of the first party exclusives, but that's all right with me. Like, that's why I have those systems, right? And if everything comes to the PC and it's supported with a PC like options that we expect, it doesn't have to go crazy, but as long as there are some PC options in there, like, that's awesome. So much so, in fact, that I was actually going to buy, once again, that gamer ADD, I was going to buy the Ultimate Storm 3, whatever the latest one is of the Naruto, earlier this week.
Yeah.
And I saw this announcement. I was like, well, maybe I'll just wait for the PC release this fall or winter or whenever it's supposed to come, right? Because I'd much rather play all of that on the PC because it's going to look better. It's going to run better. They've already said in that little video they put out that it's going to look better right off the bat. So, if this is what we're going to see more of, I mean, the crazy part too, and I think you hit on this a little bit, but it needs to be focused on more. Namco Bandai is making a PC port, Wheat. Like, that's a little crazy, man, to
Right.
think about.
Now, to kind of go back, I mean, for anyone who's like, I actually still don't get it. The reason why it's becoming such a big deal is because with all of the new consoles moving to an x86 architecture, no longer is like there a whole nother department needed for ports.
Right.
I mean, there still will be people dedicated to this console, this version, this experience, but overall, it's going to make you've heard the horror stories of like of PS3 coding, because it uses a completely different architecture than what the 360 uses and even what PC uses. And some of the reasons why we saw a lot of games that didn't quite live up to what the potential could have been on the PS3 compared to like the PC and the 360. Imagine now that it becomes really hardware restriction at that point, where porting a game over via code is not as difficult as it once was. And that is why it's become really significant, especially for PC enthusiasts.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see what other console-only franchises like the Naruto ones come over and join the PC world, because they're obviously going to do real well. That's the type of game that if that goes on sale on Steam, 1 billion fucking people are going to buy it, right? Talking about the Steam sales for a second, but I'm just really excited for it, and I'll definitely 100%. I will pick that Naruto game up for the PC 100%. Once it gets over here. That announcement video was like it's going to be here in the winter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
And they're awesome.
Winter 20. Oh shit! All the new consoles are going to be out. I'll probably buy it, but we'll see. We'll see.
I might buy it, but no, I'll definitely. The Naruto games are just totally kick ass. So
yeah, they're really good. They're really good. And I want to see what other games start following suit. Like, it's pretty big to see Namco Bandai do that, and who knows what other companies we'll see do the same thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I think we'll be talking about this a lot more, and as we see more people do it, or you guys do, let us know. And vice versa with like Warframe and World of Tanks and that sort of thing happening. Like, it could definitely happen. But anyway, we are going to take a break. It is the top of the hour. Actually, decent timing considering we started a minute late because I messed up. And when we come back, we have the remainder of our bits. That will include us finally talking about Last of Us. Don't worry, we'll give you full notice before we begin dropping spoilers like fucking crazy. So, guys, stay tuned. More 8-Bits. Our second hour is coming up after this. Don't go away.